I just had a really bad fall, and this time it was harder to get up than before. I shouted to the heavens and a vision appeared. I cried out, "Can you help?" It replied, "Not at all." After the fall is over, Shangri-La, Shangri-La, Shangri-La.
Ray, I want to ask you about one of the classic Kinks songs, Autumn Almanac. Can you remember what inspired this song?
When I was little, I was diagnosed with a spine problem, and people see me and they think, oh, he looks normal, but I've got quite a sort of strange back. And I was terrified. My dad's friend was a hunchback, and he used to do my garden. And as I got to know him, learnt about how his love of gardens and flowers and plants, I got to admire him and well, look up to him. He was walking around and stoop, poor guy. But I just saw him brushing up the leaves one day, getting ready for another season, and how it's a song about seasons and people just living with the world around them and being in touch with everything. But I set it in this kind of music hall arena. And the first line of the song is, "From the dew-soaked hedge creeps a crawly caterpillar," which is quite hard to speak.
Quite hard to sing, I'd imagine.
I can sing it, but I can't speak it.
Sorry, say that again.
From the dew-soaked hedge creeps a crawly caterpillar.
It reminds me of Edward Lear or something.
When the dawn begins to crack, it's all part of my autumn almanac. And see, and I was confident enough to mispronounce that, almanac. So it was a story. It starts off with a story about him. The trees blows leaves of a mustard-coloured yellow. I think that's what I say.
Nice imagery.
I don't know it until I sing it. Mm. Then in the middle, what I did then, if you play, I guess a lot of people are experimenting it, but the middle of the song, "This is my street, and I'm never going to leave here," is part of the earlier song played backwards.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. It's the verse of the song, reverse tape. And I was really into all that. And when we made the recording, I got a mellotron, which was this fantastic instrument that's kind of coming back into fashion, actually. It's tape simulated flute sounds and brass sounds. And I put the mellotron on the record to give a reverse tape feel. So I had a lot of fun writing that song.
So on one level you've got this very traditional sound and also traditional, you know, rustic imagery or, you know, nature imagery and the changing of the seasons, and yet there's something going on which is really, probably hasn't been done much before.
And there's some timing shifts in it, and you know, going into 3/4 and throwing away the raw book. Because I thought I could, you know, not for any other reason. A lot of people, you know, they come to my music stuff, new players, and they get a little bit put off. I had my current bass player, when he played one of my songs, he fell off his chair because he went into a 2 against a 5. And
so these are hard songs to play because they're not hard songs to listen to. You know, they don't sound like, say, for example, elements of jazz, which require a certain amount of dedication. They're easy songs to listen to.
They're easy, but complicated.
Okay, there's
complicated,
complexities within the structures.
Well, sometimes it's quite simple stuff, really. I think because on that, I wanted the phrasing of the lyrics to dominate the tempo. So if a lyric spills over for a beat or two, make that the bar.